Irashaimase. Hello and welcome to Fitaurus Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fitaurus. Man, what a day today has been. We're now at the end of the first day of E3. Technically the show starts tomorrow, but that's neither here nor there. Our press conferences are the most important part of the show, right? Well, anyway, we're now at the end of the first day of E3, and I just finished going and watching the Sony press conference, and I wanted to go and share some of my thoughts about that press conference with you. So first off, I feel like the bar was set so high for Sony by Microsoft. Microsoft had a stellar press conference this morning. They went and did so much right, so the bar was set really high for Sony. Were they able to go and reach it? Well, let's go over things and see if they did. So, first off, Sony went and led with one of those things that, you know, it's almost a mic drop moment. It's one of these titles that has become legendary vaporware. We weren't even sure if we'd ever go and see the game, and like so many rumors that it had been canceled and then not canceled, this back and forth. And then so the very first thing that Sony goes and does with their press conference, they go and announce, well, rather, they show a trailer for The Last Guardian. It's alive and it's finally coming out for the PlayStation 4. So The Last Guardian, it looks awesome. The whole like boy with the griffin dog thing, it's one of those titles that, you know, our imaginations have been so fueled by for all these years, what it could go and possibly be like. The lineage there from Eco to Shadow of Colossus, and then this huge period of time since then with like these rumors of this game that were coming, then not coming, and now finally it is going and coming. That was a huge moment for Sony to go and start with something that big at the start off their press conference. And from there, they went and moved on to this new IP that's being developed by their Killzone studio. It's kind of set in a post-apocalyptic world where humans seem to go and exist as these more tribal states. And we go and got a glimpse of the main heroine going and hunting these dinosaur, animal-like mecha beasts. What she was hunting for, no idea, but it definitely looked awesome, and the world there really goes and has my interest peaked. I want to go and know more. I want to go and know what's going on in there, what drove humanity to that point, and like where's everything going, where the story is going. So they even announced that as a franchise, so we'll probably go and get multiple entries in the series. But that one was Horizon Zero Dawn. Really looking forward to more about that. Then they went on to Hitman and a beta coming for that. Street Fighter V, which looks awesome, and a beta coming for that. Then we got to No Man's Sky, and this time around we got gameplay for No Man's Sky. That is awesome. I love space combat sims, so the way that it went and started and the whole glimpse that we got of that little bit of space combat really has my interest peaked there. But even more than that, the sheer vastness of the universe that they're going and like reporting that the game is, being able to go and explore a universe that vast, go and find all these uncharted planets to go and find, and then go and upload your discoveries so that other people can go and find those planets, but you've got like the credit claim for it. Awesome. No release date yet, but we're definitely going and getting closer to that, so I'm really looking forward to that. Next, we've got Media Molecule, and this really weird kind of like another build share style game, which is, you know, Media Molecule is really known for that kind of stuff with Little Big Planet, called Dreams. To be honest, I'm not sure what to go and think there, but hey, Media Molecule's got a proven track record, so I'm willing to go and give them the benefit of the doubt, and we'll go and see how this one goes and develops. No idea when that one's going and coming out, but that's okay. Then there was some other indie stuff that they went and had. There was a Firewatch game, which I guess is it looked like an open world exploration mystery. No, not much idea there. They had the unveil for the next Destiny expansion, the Taken King, that'll be going and hitting in September. So for all you Destiny fans out there, that definitely goes and looks like awesome stuff. Then we got some probably one of the most exciting segments in the middle of their press conference, where they went and unveiled this new Final Fantasy title, World of FF, which had this really cute character design going and morphing between like these super chibi SD ones that were just adorable, and then you had like a slightly less chibi but definitely kind of in the cute realm, and it also had like cameos from other characters. You went and saw Cloud, you went and saw Hero of Light, so it'll be interesting. Maybe Square will have more about that at their presser tomorrow. It'll be one of those things we'll wait and see. But then their second mic drop moment of the night, they went and unveiled that finally Squaresoft has listened to our demands. Maybe not necessarily me personally, but they've listened to fan demand and are going and remaking Final Fantasy VII, the Final Fantasy VII remake. We just go and got a glimpse of various parts of the city of Midgar, and it looks gorgeous and kind of re-envisioned from what we went and had in the PlayStation era. And that's fair because, well, admittedly that was, what, almost 20 years ago? So maybe this is going to go and be like their big Final Fantasy VII 20-year project or something like that. But once again, no release date. That one's probably still a ways out there. So that was huge. And then we went and had like a series of Devolver Digital, which, you know, they go and like help publish a lot of awesome, like a retro styled like indies to consoles. They had a various trailer of some of their games. Then yet another. This one I don't think was quite as big, but for some fans, this one is huge. And they went and announced that Shenmue III is going and starting a Kickstarter campaign today to go and get made so that they can go and finish up the story that you had in Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2. This one's really an interesting one because, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think the Shenmues have ever been on the PlayStation platform. They went and originally debuted on the Dreamcast and then got a release on the Xbox. So here, years later, we go and get this, the official sequels Kickstarter announcement for the PlayStation. That's fine and all, but if they're going to go and do that, they need to go and re-release Shenmue 1 and 2 on the PlayStation as well. We'll see if that goes and happens. Then we had another awesome little look at Batman Arkham Knight. Just a little bit of a... I'm not even sure how best to go and describe it, but it was just this little story about this police officer and what he goes and encounters in this cafe, and then, yeah, nightmare fuel. So, and there's the key term there, nightmare fuel. Then they did go and get to some Project Morpheus stuff. They didn't really go and show too much in the way of confirmed games. There was a little bit of a trailer montage with a few in there. There was like Eve, Valkyrie, Riggs, or a few other various games there. But Project Morpheus is going and coming. VR is going and coming big time. We're going to go and have Oculus. We're going to have Morpheus. All these things. Well, from my own personal experiences with the Oculus Rift, it can go and be very disorienting, but it's a new chapter in gaming, so let's go and see how it does. Then from there, they went and had a really, really boring section that's like PlayStation Music, PlayStation View, all the stuff about TV. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the games, Sony. You made this mistake last year where you had slowed it down, but fortunately that was short, so it didn't slow it down as much as like last year's press conference, which just felt like they went and hit a wall, and that was like it. The rest of the press conference was kind of like, bleh. So much better this year. Then they went and moved on to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So for years, the Call of Duty franchise has been Xbox first for its DLC, and Xbox is where you'll find the best experience for Call of Duty. This year, we get a flip, and I'm not necessarily sure how I go and feel about this. I definitely don't think timed exclusive DLC for a multi-platform release is a good thing. Nobody goes and wins in that situation. I really wish that with Xbox's and Microsoft's exclusivity deal with Activision that everybody got fair treatment, but this time around Sony's going, let's see, must have shelled out the big bucks, and they'll be getting Black Ops DLC first, and as well as the multiplayer beta going and coming up. Then we went and had a montage trailer, which was the same as the original, but with all the reveals added in. A few other interesting ones in there. They did have a brief section of the Vita in that montage, with Persona 4 Dancing All Night being the first title they went and showed on the Vita. I'm really looking forward to that one, and I really wish they'd spent more time with the Vita. I love my Vita, but oh well, that's as it is. Then there was a Star Wars section, Disney Infinity and Battlefront, that was almost brought their press conference to a close, but it's like we definitely got a better look at Battlefront in my EA's own press conference. That one's definitely one that I'm looking forward to going at least trying out. And then last but definitely not least, especially for fans of Naughty Dog games, Uncharted 4, which is looking absolutely gorgeous. So Uncharted is definitely one of those, it's hit or miss. I mean, you either like love that kind of gameplay or you don't. But one thing I can go and say is, at least on the PlayStation 4, it looks gorgeous. Technical difficulties aside. So, there you have it. That's basically what we had in Sony's press conference. There was a lot of games there, but a lot of them aren't going and coming this year. So, that's definitely the problem. They're going and hyping on stuff that we will go and see in like 2016 and maybe even beyond that. But they definitely went and hit all those important fanboy requests that everybody's been asking for a while. What's happened to The Last Guardian? Where's our Final Fantasy VII remake? Well, good news everybody, they're going and coming. So there you have it. I feel like Sony did a great job. Maybe not quite the success that Microsoft's was, but it's still an excellent press conference and far better than last year. So good job, Sony. So, what are your guys' thoughts? By all means, please go and leave those in the comments below. I would love to go and read them. And thank you so much for coming out and joining me today. I'll probably go and have a few more E3 videos throughout the course of the week, so that being the case, I hope you'll go and stop by and maybe go and check those out as well. Once again, thank you so much for going and coming by, and I'll see you again next time.